Hey YouTube, so I'm back with another video. Hopefully this isn't too bright for you. I'm kind of trying out a new location. I'm in my bedroom now. Usually I do it like out in the living room or stuff. Um, but anyways, this is the newest name video that I'm going to do. I was kind of like, I didn't know really what to do for this one. And so my boyfriend suggested that I do like names inspired from my favorite bands and like solo singers and stuff like that. So I thought that was a pretty good idea. So it's not in like any particular order or anything. It's just kind of names that I do like from either the band name, or the singer's name, or members of the band and stuff like that. There's not many. I wrote them down. There's only like 8 or 9 of each, so it should be a pretty quick video. So I'll start off with the girls. There is one of my favorite bands. Actually, it's a new favorite of mine. I just started listening to them a couple months ago, and they are freaking amazing. I didn't think I'd really be into that kind of music, but turns out I am. Oh, hello, Bubby. You want to say hello? Cheetah wants to say hello. Are you a good boy? He just wants his window back, but he's not getting it, so he can just lay there. So this band, like I was saying, is a new favorite of mine. It took me by surprise that I like them, but I do. We can blame that on my boyfriend. He's a big fan of this type of music. I definitely have a new type of music that I'll be listening to more often. Anyways, the band name is Asking Alexandria. They are like a heavy metal screamo band, I guess is what you call them, screamo. They do some singing in it. I think that's kind of what drew me to them first. There aren't very many screamo bands out there that do kind of incorporate singing as well as their like actual talent. I'm sure there are a lot. Obviously, I don't really know what I'm talking about. But I think that's the main reason that I do like them, is because they do incorporate quite a bit of singing vocals as well as screaming vocals. So anyways, for the girls' names, music inspired, Alexandria is definitely up there with my top favorites. I never really thought of the name before I started listening to this band, but ever since I started listening to them, I'm like, whoa, I really like the name Alexandria. So yeah, that is from the band Asking Alexandria. The next one is Amy. You'll know her better as Amy Lee from Evanescence. I've always liked the name Amy, and I've always been a huge fan of Evanescence since I was like 12 years old. She has definitely been one of my favorite female vocal singers for a long time. And the name itself is just really pretty and simple, and I have a hair in my face that I can't get rid of. Okay, there we go, I think I got it. So yeah, Amy Lee, or just Amy. I'm not so hot on the name Lee for a girl. I definitely prefer it for a boy. But I think Amy Lee together is quite pretty. But Amy itself from Evanescence is definitely a favorite of mine. The next one is another band that I did recently start listening to. It is a female screamo group called Nightwish. If you're kind of looking to get into like screamo and stuff, I suggest Nightwish. They're really good. And I don't know, it's kind of cool to see a woman scream like that. So anyways, this name is Tarja, or Tarja. I think it might be Tarja though. Either way, I like Tarja and Tarja. So that's a name from the band Nightwish. The next one is Alisana, which is another screamo band. I love the name Alisana. There is a YouTuber on YouTube, obviously, named Taylor oh man, my vocabulary is a total tragedy. Taylor Tragedy. She has a little girl named Alisana, and I freaking love the name. It's beautiful, and I love the band connection, and I just think it's really cool that she named her Alisana. The next two are from the same group. It's Morgan and Mercedes. These are complete guilty pleasures for me. Morgan is one of my favorite names for a boy, but I do think it's pretty cute for a girl as well. And Mercedes is a big guilty pleasure of mine as well. And that is from the group called Kitty. And the last two are another two names from the same band, and it is Delane and Charlotte from the group Delane. And for boys, this one, sweet and simple, not much to it, pretty common, pretty generic, but I still think it's really handsome, and that is the name Sam. He is from Asking Alexandria. The next one is Zach, which is another one of those simple, kind of generic, nicknamey names, stop it! But I think it's really cute. It's really handsome, actually. Zach. And it makes me think of Zach Galifianakis, who's freaking hilarious. That is from the group Rise Against. The next one is Ivan. I freaking love the name Ivan. It is so cute. Whether I'd have the balls to actually use it, I'm not too sure. But I think it's adorable, and I think this particular person that I got it from kind of gives it a really good reputation. Gives it a badass reputation, which I think is awesome. So anyways, this is inspired from the band Five Finger Death Punch. Another amazing band you should probably check out if you haven't already. The next one is Ainsley. This, I'm not sure how many people are all that familiar with. It's a really unique name. It's not very common where I live anyways, in Canada at least. He was part of the band Journey back in the day. Can't say I'm a huge fan of the band Journey. I was with the original singer, but I'm not totally fond of the new singer. I have a couple of their CDs from before I was born. And I'm pretty sure Ainsley left the group or died, maybe? I don't think he's dead. Maybe he is. I don't know. Fuck, I don't care. I just love the name Ainsley, and I have only ever heard it from that band. I've never met anyone with the name. I've never really seen it anywhere else. But I just think it's really cool, and it's quite handsome, actually. The next one, I feel like maybe my shirt might give this away, and I feel like it would be wrong not to have it as one of my favorite names, because it is. And that, if it isn't obvious already, is Ozzy. I really don't know if I'd name a kid Ozzy. I feel like I would, but at the same time, maybe I'd name a dog Ozzy instead. But I love it. Black Sabbath is one of my personally favorite bands, and it has been since I was like 10. Ozzy Osbourne, even now that he's solo, is still one of my favorite people in the world. Yeah. So Ozzy is definitely up there. I think I might actually end up just adding it to my favorites list. We'll see. I don't have... When it comes to like names that I'd actually use, I'm not very adventurous. But I feel like in this case, I could be. Or I would. Another name from Black Sabbath that I really like is Adam. The next one is David. This is my dad's name, so I feel like I have that connection. And it's a classic. It's really handsome and charming. And obviously because of my dad, and also because it is one of the members of Disturbed, which is another favorite band of mine. And last but not least is another classic biblical name, which is Matthew. He's also a member of the band Avenged Sevenfold. Did I just say Seventhfold? Fuck. I meant to say sevenfold, but apparently my mouth put a TH in there. So, so yeah, that is my favorite band-inspired baby names. I'm not really sure what I'm going to make my next video, or when I'm going to make my next video. If you have any suggestions or anything, you can put down below. Oh, I guess I can show you guys this. So, a few videos ago, I mentioned that I was going to start stretching my ears, and so I did. It's been almost 4 months, and I'm at a 10 gauge now. I just did that a few days ago. They're really cool. These ones are, there's like little crystals on it. Not that they're real or anything, but shh. So yeah, I'm at a 10 gauge now. I started at a 16. My first stretch was to the 16, because my ears were originally pierced with an 18 gauge, and so I had to start from the bare minimal. And literally, and I know that technically you can skip a couple sizes when you're this small, but I didn't want to risk it, and I'm a baby, so I just went with it and did 16, 14, 12, and then I just did 10. I've been waiting a month to a month and a half between each stretch, and I'm going to go to an 8 next, probably at the end of August. I might make a video of it. I might not. We'll see. So yeah, thank you for watching. Comment below, subscribe. You know what to do. So